Hello, this is Nathan, one of the coaches here at MeetRx, here with another success story. This time, it's a friend of ours from Germany to tell us about her carnivore success story, Laura. So please say hello, Laura.
Hello. Hope you
Okay,
are fine.
yeah, I think we're all doing fine over here.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us a bit about your health and health conditions and life before you found the carnivore diet?
Yes. Okay. I'm from Germany, so I raised with a typical German diet consists of a lot of carbohydrates. So I remember I ate at breakfast cereal or toast or something like that, with jam on it or really sugary stuff. And then at dinner, mostly pasta, rice, potatoes, something like that. And the end of the day, I finished my day with bread or rice again. And you see a lot of carbohydrates. I raised with this since I go to university. That was my start of my fitness and health journey because I feel really, really uncomfortable in my own body. And that was the starting point in 2017. Um, because I went to a good friend of mine and he introduced me in this complete bodybuilding world. And I started with bodybuilding and fitness in 2017. And yeah, it was a typical fitness diet, plain chicken, rice, broccoli, really, really low fat, and some low fat dairy products. Um, and this was the starting point of my health and fitness journey because I explored a lot of new world in the fitness industry and how different foods can affect the body. And this was the first time I suffered from really hard digestive issues, asthma, and allergies. So I suffered from asthma since I am 10 years old. Really, really bad. I couldn't do any sport without any problems. And that was my main problem. Um, I suffered all day long with this problem. And I read a lot of books and articles and studies, and I decided to go paleo in the first step. So I removed all industrial processed foods, and I went to a really whole and unprocessed food diet. That was my first health diet I decided to go. Um, and I felt a little bit better after that, but my symptoms aren't gone anywhere. So I read a lot of other things before I go ketogenic diet. In 2019, I tried it the first time and I felt really good on it, but I recognized that I don't um, felt as good as before with the paleo diet because I had also this strong asthma and this strong allergies, and that was the starting point of this whole journey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting that you mentioned asthma because I've interviewed another lady who said she had terrible asthma
Okay.
until she went carnivore. So
Yes.
I'll let you tell us about that later, though. I won't jump
Yeah.
ahead. But so you tried the paleo
Yes.
and then you tried keto, and you said you felt worse on keto.
Yes. The first time I felt really, really worse because I always had this in my head to eat really, really low fat because fat are bad. So this whole low fat industry, low fat products, I always decided to buy these low fat products instead of whole fat animal products or something like that. And this always stuck in my head to eat low fat. So I think I ate typical around 40 grams of fat per day. So really, really low fat. And switching to keto, I felt really worse about my digestive tract because I only eat MCT oils with chicken and salad and lots of vegetables, but that made me don't feel good
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, and the first time the transition was really, really hard because I don't feel good. But then my body always crave fatty things, but the good fatty things, and that made me feel good after a period of time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why what I was going to say. Yeah. The low fat people, it just doesn't feel satisfying when you eat
Yeah.
low fat. So, but how did you hear about the carnivore diet though?
Yeah. I'm on Instagram, and I follow a lot of people there. And the first time there was a profile from two people who write about their carniversary. There were one year carnivore, and the things they improved on this diet, and that made me really, really interested in this. And then I googled. I type in Google, what's the carnivore diet? And I read a lot of it. I remember being on my laptop and read a lot of articles and stories. And finally, I go on meetrx.com and read these success stories. And I couldn't believe that this diet could really, really help so many people. And after 2 months of reading and exercising this diet, I decided to give it a try because I work as an personal trainer in gym, and I also um, learn about how different diets affect the body. So this is a really, really interesting part, and I decided to try it. And as an experiment for myself, 30 days strict carnivore, and this was this year in June. Yeah,
Wow. How did it go the first 30 days? What did you notice?
yeah. So I had a journey, and a journal, my carnivore journal, and I write down day by day how I feel, how it was. And I remember I write the first day, I felt amazing. First day on carnivore, I felt amazing. No bloatings, no cramps, energy levels really, really high, mental focus. And I couldn't believe that it feels so, so good. And then after the 30 days, I felt amazing, really, really amazing. My issues on the digestive tract or something like that are completely gone. I never had bloatings anyway, because I suffered from really, really hard digestive issues along the way. After I eat something, I felt so bad. I had cramps in my stomach, and really, yeah, I felt like crap the whole time after I eat something. And then after the 30 days, no problems at all. So that was the first thing I write on my journey that I felt really, really amazing. Yeah.
Now, before you started strict carnivore, would you say were you already in ketosis? Because I've heard a lot of people who said when they start carnivore, they go through a kind of a transition phase where they're on the toilet all the time and they have no energy. But
Yeah.
if you're in ketosis already, so I'll let you answer that.
Yeah. I think, of course, I were in ketosis because I started the whole keto journey in March 2020. So yeah, I think the transition was for me really, really, yeah, easy because I'm already in ketosis. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that. That makes a big difference. Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay. So, um, did you notice your health problems slowly going away, or was it like you said, you felt amazing the first day?
Yes. um, yeah, I I explain it with the three main problems of me. Um, the digestive issues, the strong asthma, and the allergies. So in the first 30 days, I remember that my digestive issues are completely gone. And after I continue this diet, the second month and the third month, I remember slowly my asthma went better and my allergies are gone. But it took really long to recognize that these symptoms are gone completely. Um, but I th- I think the main three problems of me, um, yeah, are completely gone after this 6 months now. Yes.
Hmm. Is that how long you've been on carnivore now?
Yeah.
6 months?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I remember I had a similar experience. You're used to feeling like crap after you eat a meal when you're
Yes.
eating the old way. And
Yes.
so to eat a meal on carnivore and it's like it's so different the first few months, like because you really like, okay, so what's gonna happen now? And you're getting ready for the pain and have to lay down
Yeah.
and nothing, and you just feel fine after you eat.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable for someone with digestive issues. That's what I had. I had terrible acid reflux, and yeah, it's unbelievable. So,
Yeah.
and what about the asthma?
Yeah. I'm on really, really strong medications in this whole years of asthma. So I had an inhaler. I took this inhaler in the morning and in the evening. And also when I'm doing sports, so I'm a very active person. I do sport nearly every day. So I have to take the inhaler, I think 3 or 4 times per day. Yeah. And I had also asthma pills I had to take in the evening. And so I'm off from all my medications since around 4 months now. Yes. Completely off. No, no inhaler, nothing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And
So
I'll let you go. Sorry.
yeah, my doctor told me that I never do or never that I never can do sport without any problems in my life. And he said that I always had to take inhalers or yeah, limit my sport exercises. Um, but I trained hard to train my lungs and my whole body to do the different kind of sports. But he said that I never can do sport without any problems. And I went to him and say him that I'm off with all medications, and he couldn't believe it.
Hmm.
He couldn't believe it, and I made a test, and yeah, he couldn't believe that all is so perfectly fine.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So the pharmaceutical companies lost a customer.
yeah,
Yeah, and I always tell people that's why you haven't heard of the carnivore diet, because they don't want to lose customers. They want everyone to be a customer
yeah,
forever. So it's a shame. And the one lady I interviewed before who said she had asthma since she was a little girl, she said she realized after going carnivore what really causes asthma. And
yeah.
would you be able to tell us from your experience what that was?
Yes. I realized that that my body was completely inflamed the whole time because I eat a lot of nuts and seeds. I eat a lot of high inflammatory vegetables, a lot of spices and herbs and something like that. And after I remove these things from my diet, I always feel better. So I could breathe deeply. I had better endurance in sports. But with this completely high inflammatory food, I felt awful. I couldn't breathe deeply. I wake up and it feels so awful to have this feeling of um, this feeling that you can't breathe deeply and inhale the air. And I realized if I took these inflammatory things out of my diet and only eat meat, I feel amazing. So I breathe deeply. I can run 5 kilometers without any problems. And I did a fitness test last week where I did an interval training, high intensity, and I couldn't do this before. So that was awful before because I couldn't breathe anymore after 5 minutes, and I ran 45 minutes without any problems, no problems at all. Yeah. And that was a
Wow.
big improvement for myself because I didn't know that my body can achieve this. I suffered from asthma since I'm 10 years old. So that was a different experience for me, but that made me cry. That made me cry after it because I couldn't believe that I can do this. And that is all the right diet. It's all according to the right diet. Yeah.
That's incredible. Wow. And you're off all medications now too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. That's awesome. So, what would you say a day of eating is like for you now? What would you eat in a day, and how
Yeah.
often?
I eat typical 2 meals a day. Um, I start my day at 5 p.m. So I wake up really early and then I go for a walk for 45 minutes and I ate typical 3 or 4 hours after I wake up. And then my day starts with ground beef patties. I have a local butcher here in my near, and I typically ate yeah so much that I feel completely full. And um, I ordered always grass-fed beef. That is my main day, and then I eat the next meal in the early afternoon. And yeah, that's typical beef too, because I remember that I try a lot of different meat sources in the beginning and also eggs and dairy. But for me, I found out that I really stuck on beef. Yeah. And I eat till I full, and then I have a really uh, long fasting window till my next meal in the morning again. But yeah, that's naturally because I feel good and I don't have to eat in the late evening. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep. I'm the same way. Beef fills me up, makes me
yeah,
feel full
yeah,
and satisfied, but the other meats do not. So,
yes,
yeah. And you hear that a lot. The beef is the most satiating. Even Dr. Baker says that.
yeah.
So,
So the
yeah.
interesting part is that I crave beef now. So I really crave it, and I couldn't imagine to eat other things than beef because that is the thing which made me really happy and satisfied. And I think yeah, that's the point. Eat what you like and eat what you makes feel good. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. So, What advice would you give to someone who perhaps had the same health problems that you had before, that is listening to this and possibly thinking of trying the carnivore diet?
Yeah. Start with an experiment. Try different recipes, carnivore recipes, or try different meat sources. Find out what you like, and then stuck to it. Um, Remember, it's all a long journey. It's nothing you can fix during these 30 days experiment. So, for my opinion, um, when people say they want to try it and then go back to they eat before, that never worked. You have to continue this way of eating and realize that it really, really heal your symptoms, but it's nothing what you can fix during these 30 days. So, to my opinion, if you really, really want to improve your health, you have to be committed to um, take part in this way for a longer period of time and not only for this 30 days, and make this diet a journey which you enjoy the meat you can eat, enjoy different recipes, enjoy um, different, yeah, different kinds of barbecues if you have the ability to get it, and try to listen to your body. That's the important thing of all. Um, for me, it's really helpful that I wrote all into a journal, and to read how different meat sources or different sources make me feel. And the biggest point I want to mention is to get in contact with same-minded people on Instagram, on Facebook groups, um, to really, really get into this carnivore community.
Yes, exactly. And
Yeah.
that's why we have Meet RX, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's awesome. Thank you so much, Laura. That
Yeah.
was very inspiring. And I hope that this helps. I know it will. I know this interview will help a lot of people out there. So, well, we hope to see you around the Meet RX community. And thank you very much for sharing this with us, Laura.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
All right. You have a nice night.
Yes. Have a nice day.
Thanks. Take care.